Morning, Simon.
Good morning.
What do you want to talk to me about?
I was going to talk to you about T-junctions emerging, but...
No, I mean, what do you want to talk to me about? You were going to show me something?
Yes. Before we was going to go on to the brief, because I don't want to waste my time or your time.
Yeah, fine, go ahead.
Yeah?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, all right. Just reference points for what we're going to be covering.
Just hold it up here so you can see it later on.
Yeah, okay. Just reference points for what we're going to be doing today.
Yep.
You did some left and right turns in your approaching junctions last week. I don't know what Fred told you. Obviously, he's not here today, so I'm going to be taking.
Oh, we're not enrolled yet.
Oh, right. Okay, that's fine. Learning aids. Again, these are the reference points that we're going to be using. Reference point 1 for turning right out of a junction. So if you can see that.
Well, no, that's reference point for the. That's reference point for
the centre line. Doesn't show the centre line, that's why I said it there, but there's obviously a reference point there to make sure we're not encroaching the...
Well, you'd pick up the centre line in the middle of the road, the left centre line, you'd pick that up on approach.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. See, I didn't want to overcomplicate that.
On most cars that would normally cut in there.
Yeah, okay, yeah, right there.
And what's that reference point for?
That reference point is for turning left out of a T-junction. Again, well, this is the thing, isn't it? But that's to make sure you're not encroaching over the giveaway lines, which we don't want to do. To slow speed swear or swerve. That's the oncoming car. Obviously, these are not all related to what we'll be covering today. Reference point 3, turning left into a junction. The view out of your window for your point of turn. So that's just where the curb starts to bend. You see the mirror again there. So that'll be where we start to turn it 5 minutes towards me. We're turning left. Reference point 4, which is what you probably did cover last week, turning right into a junction to make sure we don't cut into oncoming traffic there coming out. So that line would meet underneath the right door mirror.
Yeah, so we're out of roll so we can chat.
Yeah,
you could show these pictures.
Yeah.
But you'd also have to cover on the move.
Of course.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Otherwise you want to just sit here and give me...
But for the reference, for the point of the test, would it be, is it worth going into, or is it just better to explain it on the move?
Just got to watch your time.
Yeah. Because this is what I would use for all pupils eventually in the long run anyway, because like I say...
If you're having trouble getting across...
Yeah.
Let's just say the corner cut, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, then you could pull them over.
Yeah.
But then you'd still have to cover it again on the move.
Yeah, of course. So it's a handy tool as a backup. I know we've got them on the briefs as well on there.
So let's just say we were doing what we done last week, approaching.
Yep.
And I've cut a corner.
Yeah.
Well, then on the next one, it's really up to you to control the lesson so you can educate, yeah?
Yeah.
You mustn't hold me up if there's somebody behind us. Yeah. That's up to you to be looking in these mirrors here, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. And that's why they're both set on the back window, not on my eyes, yeah?
Yeah.
Control me as we're coming up to it.
Yeah.
Tell me to get my speed down to 5 miles an hour.
Yep.
Yeah? And then it's up to you to tell me where to stop.
Yeah.
And then ask me where does the centre line of that road cut into the car, yeah?
If you have problems then, so that's certainly for phase 1. Phase 2?
Well, it's going to be the same for phase 2.
Yeah.
Even a pupil who's got a test coming up in a few weeks' time.
Yeah.
They can cut a corner, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, like I say, it's a handy tool to have in my ammunition as such, because there's more. I've got loads of different reference points there for turning the road and all sorts. So, but anyway, so I just wanted to run that by you.
Yeah, you can see you've gone to a bit of trouble there, and that's
yeah.
And that's really good.
Well, it's I'm going to keep these for So, but yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
Would you take these photographs yourself?
No, but they were. You were allowed to take them for the purpose of the Part 3 test.
So you didn't steal them?
No, I didn't. Definitely not. So no, I didn't go around with the camera and start doing that. It does look like Farley all around Luton area, but no, I didn't. But yeah, so I have been swatting away, believe you me. So I can put that there, and I'll have that as a backup if you do tend to struggle.
Right. So you ready?
Yes.
Right, so I'll give you a word picture. We haven't got into roll until I give you the word picture, and please make sure you understand the word picture before you agree to go on the road, yeah?
Uh-huh.
So I want you to treat me as a pupil at the partly trained stage.
Yep.
So I have had some lessons with another instructor. The amount of lessons I've had, don't worry about it. I could have had 5, I could have had 100.
Yeah.
I could still be rubbish, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? So I have had lessons with another instructor, but I've never met you before. So you're filling in for Fred who can't make it today.
Yeah.
Understood?
Understood, yeah.
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 He said today he was going to teach me how to deal with T-junctions.
Yeah.
So, partly trained, and he's going to teach me how to deal with T-junctions.
Yeah.
He has got the same car as you, so I am reasonably familiar with the controls, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just bear in mind, my driving's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be smooth and and as flowing as yours would be.
Yeah.
As yours would be, yeah?
Yeah.
You know, so not, be a little bit careful that you're not too picky, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Braking might be a little bit fierce here and there. The gear changes might be a little bit rough.
Yeah.
But that's the way I learned this drive.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I know you're teaching your daughter at the moment,
Yeah.
and I'm sure you've come across that already, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Any questions before we go on the roll?
Not at all.
Yes, what level am I?
Partly trained.
Partly trained. And what subject?
T-junctions.
And what do I know about T-junctions?
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
If anything.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir. My name's Simon.
And for this version, call me Tony, yeah?
Yeah. Your name's Tony.
Yeah.
So, afraid Fred couldn't make it today. I think he's poorly or something, but he's asked me to step in for him. Spoke to him last night, though. He
Yeah.
did say last week you did some approaching junctions.
We
So
did, yeah.
Yeah, so that would be left and right turns.
It
so
was, yeah.
You may have crossed the path of other traffic as well at some stage. So
Yeah.
if I could just find my notes in here. Do you remember what routine you used? Just before I find these. On approach to the junction?
What do you mean, what routine?
So what routine? Hang on. MSPSL, does that ring a bell?
It does, I think, yeah.
Yeah? Do you remember what it stands for?
Mirror signal. Is it position?
Yeah.
No, mirror signal. Mirror signal, position, speed, look, routine.
Yeah.
So again, if you hold it up there, you'll be able to refer to it later on.
Brilliant. Okay. So that's exactly what we do. So do you remember roughly when we started that
Yeah,
routine?
just out of roll. So
Yep.
remember,
Yep.
if you give them a brief,
Yep.
it ain't no good if the person sitting next to you can't see the book, yeah?
Yeah, okay. Understood. Yeah. Do you remember when roughly we started that routine, Tony? With the mirrors. So
Which way was I turning?
left.
Left.
But when in front of junction say do we start roughly?
Oh, I started nice and early.
Yeah, nice and early. So I mean usually about 11 car lengths we'll start with the mirrors. So if we were approaching left, as in this
Yeah.
picture, which mirrors would you check on approach?
Last week I checked the middle and left.
Yeah, and what we check in the middle for?
See how close people are behind me.
Yeah, brilliant. At the left?
Bicycles.
Bicycles, yeah. Okay. Do you remember when you popped on the signal?
Not too early, not too late.
Yeah, brilliant. I mean, general rule of thumb, 7 car lengths back. We usually would, but there are exceptions, but we'll go into more of that.
I'm not very good at counting car lengths.
No, that is fine. Position. Do you remember about the positioning? So say if we were that car there where you were turning into these left and right.
I kept a kind of a normal position.
Normal road position if you were turning right.
No, I thought you said turning left.
Yeah, no, sorry, if we were that car there on your last week's lesson.
I'm getting confused, man.
Are you? Sorry, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we are talking about immersion, yeah. Okay.
Were we talking about when I was turning left last week?
Yeah, when you were turning right last week. Yeah, actually you are getting confused because I've gone on back to the subject you did last week. Ignore that.
Yes, I was turning left last week.
Yeah. Okay, just you were doing straight left, so you didn't do any rights across the path of traffic.
But you're asking about left turns.
Yeah. Okay then. All right. So we're asking about left turns.
confused?
Yeah. All right. Okay then. So say we was taking a left here with that yellow car there. So yeah, what position would you take? You just said, haven't you? Normal road position.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
kind of kept my normal driving position.
Yeah. Which is?
In the middle of my lane or a meter from the curb a bit.
Yeah, that's it. Very good. Yeah. Okay. And whereabouts would we? How would we know if we wasn't going to encroach that line? Did you do any reference points? You wouldn't have done, would you?
Yeah, I'm just going to roll in a minute.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long brief, this, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I need to. Cut to the chase.
Yeah, so what speed did I approach it?
Yeah. What speed did you approach at?
Anything between 5 and 13. Maybe
Yeah.
about 5 and 13.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. So, and different types of junctions as well.
Yeah.
Do you know about them? Yeah. Sometimes open, close. What would that mean? What would open junction mean?
Well, that's what I was doing last week. The ones I couldn't see into, I was coming right down to 5 and going into first gear.
Brilliant. Yeah. Yeah.
The ones I could see into, I kept it in second gear and kept it about 12 or 13 mile an hour.
Okay, that's brilliant. Where did you look?
I looked into the road.
Yeah, into the new road. What were you looking for as you looked into
I
that
was
new
looking
road?
for anything, pedestrians,
Yeah, yeah.
parked vehicles.
Brilliant. Anything else you did after you moved into that new road?
I did this.
Yeah, yeah, which is what? New road, new mirrors.
Yeah,
Yeah? So
Yeah.
which ones did you check then? On
middle of the road.
Yeah, okay, that sounds very good. So if you did cross the path of traffic last week, turning into your new road, you said you only did left turns, is that right then?
Right, let's just go out all over.
Yeah.
Just going to put it all over the place. Isn't it?
Yeah, okay.
Right, you're asking me about what I done last week to turn left, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay,
Yeah,
I asked you what you did.
Yeah, so I've given you a reasonably good explanation.
Yeah.
So now you need to fill in the blanks about what's the difference going to be today
Yeah. Okay.
On-
Yeah. On T-junctions.
on
yeah.
approaching T-junctions, turn
Yeah.
left.
Yeah. Okay. On approaching T-junctions, identification, we would usually look for a lamppost, cars travelling left and right. You could see that a T-junction would be coming. Sometimes there'd be a sign. And that's it really. It's important, obviously we pick up a reference point as well when we do reach the giveaway line, because we don't want to cross over the giveaway and cause other cars to slow, stop, speed or swerve, as in that picture there.
Yeah.
And it's important that we don't stop too far behind, because one, we might confuse traffic behind us, and two, you won't get as good a look into the
Right,
junction
yeah.
as well. But again, we're going to cover this on the move. There's also a walk across, drive across rule to judge whether it's going to be safe to go. So if we was that yellow car there, we would need to be able to walk to that curb and walk back safely.
I don't know how quickly you walk.
Yeah, to enable us to...
Yeah, but I don't know how quickly you walk.
No. In normal walking pace, yeah. It's normal.
Well, your walking pace,
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, it's my walking pace. But the reason why we need to allow ourselves enough time to...
Yeah, just out of roll.
Yeah.
If I was crossing the road, I think I'd probably use my own walking pace.
Yeah. So it'll be your own walking pace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but your walking pace then, Tony. Yeah. So we need to cross from one side of the curb to the other, and then back again. Reason being, we need to allow ourselves time.
I need to walk across
Yes,
Yeah.
and back.
and back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is because we need to allow ourselves enough time to actually make the emerge from the junction, and to pick up enough speed without inconveniencing this car here to cause him to slow, stop, swerve, or swear.
That's right.
So that's quite important. That's the general rule
Yep.
we use. So we'll work on. There are other examples, but we'll do that more on the move.
So-
yeah.
Is this a car problem to me?
Yeah, there is a problem there. So what we've got to watch for, if there's parked cars, as we can see in that picture there, and that car there is approaching, we're going to be into their path, which potentially would cause a collision of some sort at the very least. So we're going to have to be mindful of parked cars as well.
Yeah. How would I know that car's coming?
How would you know? Because you should see it. You should see it. Because we're still fairly close to that
I think
junction.
you're assuming a bit too much here, aren't you? Out of roll.
Yeah. How will we know if it's coming?
Yeah.
So,
Have you mentioned where
Where
I'm
you're
still out of
looking?
roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I'm going to be looking?
Yeah. Well, you're going to be looking right, left, right again, and then in the direction you're going, your eyes always follow your hands.
You always just look the once, yeah?
No, because there will be exceptions on busier junctions where you might have to repeat that routine several
Okay.
times. But it's important that before you move the car, you are looking in the direction that you're travelling, so your eyes should follow your hands. But like I say, you have to be mindful of that. But I'll help you, because obviously you're in the early stages, so I'll help you with that. So yeah, I mean, emerging right, Tony. Remind me if we go through that routine again that we just mentioned. So which mirrors would you check
When?
to emerge right?
I've never done a merging.
No? Okay, so we're going to follow this
I've
routine
done approaching
again.
last week.
Yeah. So we're going to follow this routine again, which is similar to what you followed last week. So MSPSL routine.
Just out of roll, just slow
Yep.
down a bit.
Yeah.
Tony, when you were doing approaching last week,
Yeah.
what mirrors did you check?
Yeah. Okay. Tony, when you were doing the approaching junctions last week, which mirrors did you check?
Middle and right.
Middle and right. Okay. What were you checking the right ones for?
No need to go there at the moment.
No? Okay, that's brilliant. So that's going to be exactly the same as we do the
Yeah.
emerge right at the T-junction. Signal's going to be the same again, usually 7 car lengths back. Road...
So you've gone from asking me to telling me now.
Yeah, okay, sorry, yeah. All right, so when do you signal then, Tony?
Not too early, not too late.
Yeah, and for the positioning?
I was going near the line in the middle.
Yep.
I think you called it left to centre.
Yep.
Not always, sometimes.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah, because sometimes you might get parked cars.
Yeah.
People do park on them. So, so that's the position. And the speed again?
Again, it was really depending on what I could see and what was coming towards me.
Yep.
It was ending between 5 first gear,
Yep.
12 or 13 in second gear.
Yep. Brilliant, okay. And where did you look, Tony?
I looked ahead
Yeah.
and looked into the road.
You looked ahead and looked into the road?
Yeah.
No, you look right, ahead, then left, and ahead, then right.
Have you had your coffee this morning?
Yeah.
No, well. You're asking me about what I done last week.
Yeah.
I looked ahead
Yeah.
and...
Right
I
into the
looked-
new roads.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, see, I'm so focused on this. Okay. Yeah, okay, I've got that. So it's going to be, this way. You're going to look right, left, ahead. And then we're going to use, because we're only crossing that path. See, this is quite complicated.
Oh, it's different this time. We just look right and left.
Yeah, no. You'll look right, left, right again, and always glance through the front window as well. So it'll be right, left, right, and before you move, you must be looking through the front window. But we've got to be careful here because we've got cars approaching from the right. So to judge whether it's clear to go on that, your walking pace, you just need to be able to walk from one side of the curb to the other, because we're crossing their path. We don't need to pick up speed to join their path. So it's a slightly different. It's just half of the other. So again, if we're moving into the path of oncoming traffic, we're going to have to use that walk across and walk back in your pace, because we're going to be driving into that path. So we need enough time to pick up speed out of there and drive off to a suitable speed to not inconvenience the car behind for the 4S's.
Yeah.
Okay, different types of T-junctions. Ever seen that on your theory? Have you done your theory?
No.
No, right, stop. That means you must stop. The wheels must physically stop. Identified with a flat white line there. So usually they're in the case of blind junctions, which we just talked about. So,
Blind.
yeah.
Oh, well, you can't see me.
Yeah, you can't see. Closed, sorry.
Oh,
closed
yeah.
junctions, yeah. So it's imperative you stop. Don't have to necessarily, put your handbrake up. Is that right? But as long as the wheels stop of the car, and you've seen that it's clear using the rules that we've just mentioned, and done the correct observations, of course, then you can proceed. And then these are the standard emerges here, which you'll have giveaway lines, which you will be learning in your theory. So
Always have giveaway lines, don't you?
Yeah, no, not always, because we've just mentioned there where you have to stop.
No, I mean, you always have lines, don't you?
Yeah, you do. No, not necessarily. There aren't always road markings,
No, right.
which is why the identification is quite critical.
Look for a lamppost opposite, yeah?
Yeah, look for a lamppost opposite, or it's the end of the road that you're driving on, so you can't go straight ahead, basically. But we'll identify more on the move, but more often than not, it's going to be the standard giveaways. But you have to watch out for them.
Right, should we get some practice in?
Yes, definitely. Let's get some practice over to you. So, right. Okay. Right. If you want to set yourself up,
Oh, yeah.
we'll go on the move.
Doing my business.
Yeah. Okay, let's go. find some T-junctions. Right, just remind me, what can you see in the inside?
I'm finished, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, all done.
All done, right. What can you see in the inside mirror?
I can see the whole of the back window, all 4 corners of it. A bit of my head restraint and a bit of yours.
Brilliant. Left door mirror?
I can see the 2 door handles. I can see the pavement, the grass. I can see the bit in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see the top of them houses.
Okay, that's all good. The right door mirror?
Pretty much the same.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant. Okay, we're good to go then, sis.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well done.
How do you know it's clear?
I was looking out. Yeah, I was looking out. Okay, so we're going to be looking out for these T-junctions, Tony. Do you remember what I said on the identification?
No, sorry.
No, that's okay. No problem at all. We're usually looking for
I
the
think I fell asleep in the middle of that.
Yeah, did you? Cheers to that. So we're going to be looking for rows of houses at the end of the road, passing traffic.
Oh, we never mentioned roads and houses.
No, I didn't. I should have done, shouldn't I? Passing traffic, sometimes signs. I think that
Turning right.
We're going to turn right at the end of the road, please, Tony. What do you reckon this is coming up? We can't carry on going, can we? So we've got... Right, just cover the brake,
Yeah.
off the gas, cover the brake.
Yeah.
Right, if you stop here, stop. Brilliant, okay.
I was covering the brake, but it wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, sorry, I should have said to press it at the thickness of a £1 coin, shouldn't I? So we approached that a little bit too fast, Tony. I'll tell you what, you're positioning it right.
Well, just out of road.
Yeah?
Nobody behind us, is there?
No.
What happened to the
Mirrors.
routine and the process?
Yeah.
What should you have said?
Yeah, the MSPSL routine.
What should you have said?
So when which mirrors are going to check, or or tell you to check them?
Which?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was more concerned about the identification.
Yeah, I covered that brake, but it didn't do anything.
Yeah. So usually what we do, we just press it the thickness of a £1 coin at a time. It's very sensitive.
What did you want, about 20 mile an hour?
No, for this junction, it's quite a nice clear one. So I'd say maybe to about 10 mile an hour.
How about trying 5?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you didn't give me a speed, did you?
No, I didn't. No.
Did I go?
Do the observations. Prepare, observe, move.
Prepare, observe, move. Yeah, it looks all clear to me.
Okay, put it into gear. That's it. You're going to actually need to peep and creep. Have you come across that? It's just got a parked car there.
Yeah, I've never peeped and creeped.
Yeah. No. Right, that car. Don't go until that car. So keep looking.
What's peep and creep?
Keep looking. We'll go into that in a minute. Right. If you lean forward, Tony. You see that BMW that's parked over there? If you lean forward, Tony. That's it. Just to give you a little bit of a better view. Now, just slowly lift the clutch up a £1 coin at a time. The thickness of a £1 coin at a time. That's it. You keep going. Look the way you're going. Look the way you're going. Look the way you're going. That's it. Okay. Sorry, peep and creep. I should have gone on to that as well. See where we get parked cars here near to the junction. You can't see clearly. Yeah. Okay, right.
Turning right.
We're going to turn right here at this T-junction. We see the lamppost. So, which mirrors are you going to check, Tony?
Midland right.
No, Midland right. Yeah, what for? Check them then, please. Check them, please. Pop signal on now. Right signal. That's it. Right, now. Slow down. We're going to take it at 5. Hit at 5. Right, okay. Why there's no one behind us? Right. We creep up now at 5 mile an hour. Keep going to first, please. Go into first. Yeah. Now just drive up slowly. Lift the clutch up. Thickness of a £1 coin. Not for a learner. You couldn't. I would do it in first. Gone slowly off a £1 coin thickness at a time off the clutch.
I'm sure I see my wife move away in a second.
Yeah. Okay. Keep going. Right. So now we're moving. Keep going. Keep the wheel straight. Because we're going right. So we need to pick up the left of centre of the middle of the road. See that line? Stop. Okay. Tell you what, that you've got good positioning there. See your right door mirror where that line cuts in. Where does it cut in?
Yeah, the line cuts in about here.
Does it? Which is right underneath your right door mirror.
Yeah, just here.
Yeah. Okay, well you're in good position to not encroach that road. It's important we don't do that so nobody slow stops, speeds or swerves. I can't see where you are in relation.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
But that's a good position. It would be if I was driving a smart car, yeah?
Yeah.
We're over the white line, aren't I?
Oh yeah?
Right, I'm going to make the turn go one
Yeah.
up here. Stop a minute, okay.
Right.
I'm out of right, okay?
Yeah. See, I can't see it on this.
How can you educate if you haven't got control?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you said to me on the approach, what mirrors are you going to check? That was a good start, yeah?
Yeah.
What mirrors did I check?
Middle and right.
I checked the middle, I didn't check the right.
Right, okay, yeah.
Where were you looking?
Where was I looking?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just presumed you would. But yeah,
Right?
obviously not, yeah.
Frame on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you need to start educating a bit better, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to move away in second there.
Yeah.
Why do you reckon I was reluctant to go into first?
Because of your control, you didn't want to go too fast.
No, you didn't give me a reason, did you?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about what's written on the airbag there.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
What could have happened if I moved away in second?
You might have stalled it, and then
Yeah.
So.
Would that not be good information for me to have?
Yeah.
I learned from that, wouldn't I?
Yeah. Too busy. I was trying to focus on you.
What
getting your
speed do you want me to do coming up to these junctions?
Yeah. Well, five at the moment. Yeah.
That might help if you said that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Right, back and roll.
Yeah. Right, do your observations again.
I like the way you did it looking for me.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I saw you check, so I know it's clear. Check after me, not.
Yeah. Whenever you're ready then, Tony. Good.
And take the next road on the left.
Take the next road on the left, please, Tony. So which mirrors are you going to check?
Oh, I've done this last week.
Yeah, okay. So tell me then.
Middle and left.
Okay. Stop. Yep. Done. Well done.
And turning left.
Turning left,
Just
please.
past these cars.
Just past these cars. So which mirrors are you going to check, Tony?
I thought I was doing really well with
Yeah,
these
yeah.
approaches last week.
Yeah.
Are we doing two subjects today?
No. Mind that position in there, Tony.
Sorry?
Mind the position in there. Should have been normal driving position from that
Get
left.
the colour.
Right, if you pull over on the left.
Don't move out the driveway for a minute.
No? Okay. So yeah, you just swung out there on that left-hand turn, Tony. I know it's not the subject, is it?
You're making life very difficult for yourself, yeah? What did you say you were going to teach me today?
Emerging at T-junctions. So yeah.
What did we agree that I done last week?
Yeah, left and right turns.
Right.
The same one that you just made. Okay. So I don't know what errors to spot there because you were slightly wide.
On the last turning?
Yeah. No.
I followed the parked car around, didn't I?
Yeah. Okay.
What does the parked car replace if it's there?
The curb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want me to come around and hit the car, do you?
No.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a lot of links on what I've done before that you can link to the
Yeah.
the T-junctions.
Yeah.
But you're too busy talking me through them, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Did I do the correct mirrors and approach to that?
Yeah.
Those left-hand turns?
Yeah.
Did you come back and say that was well done with those mirrors?
Yeah.
And just quickly ask me why did I check the middle and left?
Yeah.
And how would that have helped you?
How would that help me? Because you can link it. It's exactly the same for the T-junctions.
You could get rid of the mirrors quite quickly, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Missed opportunity there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, so what subject are we covering today? So
emerging at T-junctions.
Is it just emerging? We're not doing meeting, overtaking and approaching and the turn in the road and the reverse around the corner.
All in the one manoeuvre, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just what?
Emerging at T-junctions.
Oh.
Didn't really need to signal there, but it's pedestrian there, that's fine.
I'm signalling for that car driver there,
yeah.
My wife always signals when there's somebody around.
Yeah.
Couldn't that car been get ready to pull away?
Yeah, it could have been, yeah.
So my signal didn't help him at all.
Yeah, I didn't know if you would, yeah.
The other side of the bend, we're going to be turning left.
We'll take a left the other side of the bend.
You mean turn left?
Yes, please, yeah. Okay, right, start that routine now. So, mirrors? Which mirrors are you going to check, Tony?
Middle and left.
Okay, and check the left mirror, please. Pop the signal on. Right, now take it down to 5 miles an hour, please, Tony. I'll tell you where to stop. Follow this curve around. That's it. It's fine, just stop there a minute. Yeah, that's fine. Right, we've got nobody behind us. So, that reference point there, can you see your right door mirror? Where does that giveaway line cut into that?
It's here.
Yeah, just underneath it, yeah?
No.
Is it so that's a reference point for not being over the...
I am over the white line, so don't hold me here, yeah?
Oh, yeah, right, okay.
I don't really want to get you the front end of my car,
yeah. Okay, right, we'll talk about that on the move, yeah.
Yeah, sorry I stopped over that white line.
That's okay, no problem at all. Right, that's it now, look the way you're going.
It's my fault, isn't it?
No, it's my fault. I should have stopped you a little bit sooner, yeah. I should have stopped you a little bit sooner. New road.
Yeah, they pulled away in second really well there, didn't they?
Yeah.
And turning left.
And turning left, please, Tony.
What was?
You use the mirrors there, so it's exactly the same for when we're approaching these T-junctions. Yeah, exactly the same for when we're approaching these T-junctions. Okay, yeah, follow the curve around.
Oh, I've done that last week.
Brilliant, yeah, there you go.
And we're going to turn right.
And we're going to turn right, please, Tony.
I've done the steering last week.
Yeah, good positioning.
What was?
Where you are now. Yeah, keep going a little bit further
What position's
up.
good?
Keep going a little bit further up.
Yeah, I've done this last week.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, what position's good?
The centre of the middle of the road, the centre line.
Oh, I've done that last week.
Centre. Yeah, okay. Brilliant. So this is what we're going to be using for our merging today at T-junction.
Come on, take it a bit further. Is there anybody behind you?
No, there isn't.
Right out
So,
here.
yeah?
Cool, if you don't make these links, you're going to be working your...
Is it? Yeah. So this is the same reference point that we pick up. You know where you encroach the line just further back?
Have you checked with me that I haven't fluked it?
Alright, how are you judging that, Tony?
See that line in the middle?
Yeah.
It cuts in about there.
Right, okay, so that's the same reference point for the left of centre for when we're approaching these T-junctions. Okay?
I'll make the turn. I'm just trying to think why I done it last week now.
Why? Because it's important that we don't...
No, I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, okay, so why is it important that we get that reference point for the left of centre of the road, Tony?
Oh, I remember what Fred said.
Yeah?
If I'm too far over to the right and a fire engine's coming,
yep,
the house will have burned down before it gets there. I'll be blocking the road.
Yeah, you could be blocking the road.
So if I'm too far to the left, people behind won't be able to get past me.
Yeah.
I'm getting really annoyed.
Yeah, exactly.
And they might give me hand signals that I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Next on the left.
Next on the left, please, Tony. Well done.
It's lucky you looked into the road there, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't hit the curb, did I?
No?
Was that too
You
wide?
can do that. No, that was perfect because the road's very narrow and there was parked cars as well, Tony. So it's important that we keep that road positioning a metre or so, but it's not a blanket instruction, so sometimes you will have to be a little bit closer to the curb.
Just get me to pull over on the left.
Alright, if you pull over on the left please, Tony.
Don't worry about blocking the driveway.
Alright, okay.
What's happening to these links then, eh?
Yeah, for the so we need to link up what you know
Right.
from last week.
Well, just out of road, yeah?
Yeah?
I followed that curb round, lovely, didn't I?
Yeah,
Yeah?
you did, yeah. So it's exactly the same for the
Yeah,
emerging
but
at
if you don't
T-junctions.
make if you don't make that link and say that was lovely the way you followed that curb round.
Yeah.
Why did you follow it round like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then on the next T-junction, what can you say to me?
Yeah, and you know how you followed the curb round
Yeah.
back there, then this is how we're going to do it again.
Yeah. So on the next T-junction, you can say to me, and how are you going to judge your position
Yeah,
so you don't mount the curb?
yeah.
Oh, you told me it was the same as when I'm approaching.
Yeah,
Yeah?
and it's important we do that. Yeah,
Wake
obviously
up,
not
wake
too,
up and smell the coffee.
not too close. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a bit nerve-wracking getting out there, isn't it?
Yeah. Tight, isn't it? A narrow road.
Yeah.
Right at the end. So, got a T-junction coming up, so do the mirrors first, Tony. Which mirrors are you going to check?
Middle.
Right as well.
Oh, right, sorry.
Yeah, make sure nobody's overtaking you. Pop a
Yeah.
signal on now.
Right.
So now we're going to pick up. You 5 minutes towards me. Slow down. 5 mile an hour. 5. Stop. Right. Okay. So that's not too bad. See, sometimes they've not always got the giveaway markings, Tony. So usually we'd use the reference point, the bend in the curb. See that? So it should be in line with
what?
the right and left door mirrors. But if you want to nudge it forward, just
Nudge?
slowly. Yeah. Just take it forward.
My wife got nudged last week by the car behind.
Did she?
Shall I wait for somebody to come behind me?
No, because there's no behind. So take it forward about a quarter of a car's length. So until that's level, the bend in the curb is level with your right door.
Outroll.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Shall I go forward until you tell me to stop?
Yeah.
Would that be easier?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay. Go forward until I tell you to stop, Tony.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, that's okay. It's because you're in second. It's really important that we go in first gear, because if we stall, we might hold traffic up either behind us, encourage them to overtake us, or even if you did start to move out, you could stall in the middle of the new road.
Yeah, my wife stalled once in the car behind running the back of her.
Yeah, that's really important. It's right. That's it.
Go
Nice and slow.
forward.
And I'll tell you when to stop, Tony. So if you stop now, that's good. That's good. So is that about level with your right and left door mirrors, the bend in the curb?
What bend?
You see where the curb is turning, the bend.
I can see the straight bit of curb.
Yeah.
I can see a straight bit of curb there.
Yeah. So that's your reference point to make
What
sure
is?
that we're not the where the right and left door mirrors meet up with the straight bit of curb. Do you understand that?
Is the reference points the same for everybody?
What do you mean, same for everybody?
Would it be okay if I pick my own reference point?
Yeah, or you can pick your own reference point. Yeah.
But you see where the curb,
Yeah.
straight bit of curb,
Yeah.
I can kind of see where a white line would be.
Yeah.
It looks like it's just before the door mirror.
Yeah. Okay. So that's your reference point there
Yeah.
for making sure we're not encroaching the new road to create passing cars to slow, stop, speed, or swap.
Oh, I get you now, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so if
yeah.
you remember that, so that's going to be the same for all emerges when we're turning right,
Yeah.
Tony, yeah?
Yeah.
So, and like I say, I noticed you did try to move forward in second. It's important that we do get first gear. So if you want to prepare the car to move, do your relevant observations.
Shall I go?
Do your relevant, look,
Yeah.
and what you could slowly creep. That was a little bit too fast there, Tony.
Okay.
Yeah, too much gas, and you lift your foot off the
Pull
clutch.
over,
Yeah, pull over. That was really fast getting out there, Tony. So it was too much gas and you
Look, let's come out a roll for a minute, yeah? Should we go to the pub? Right. If you're teaching a real learner,
yeah,
you're going to have lots of time.
yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
How long does a preset test last?
About 25 minutes. 20 minutes.
Well, take your brief into account. It's probably going to last. You're probably going to have about 22 minutes to teach this, isn't you?
Yeah.
Why did I get impatient there and go?
Because you probably lost the will to live.
No. It's because there was nobody behind us.
Yeah, I can see that. So
and there was nobody behind us on any of the emerges, yeah?
Yeah. So I can educate there.
You know, on that brief there, I kept seeing pictures of a man walking across the road and walking back again.
Yeah, how are you judging? Yeah.
Is that going to come up on the lesson, or do you expect me to remember from the brief?
Yeah. No, I know that. Yeah, but we've been quite fortunate. I know. I need to remind you to judge that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what I think you're thinking is here.
Yeah.
That I'll wait until there is a car coming, and then I'll talk about it.
Yeah.
But you know, we could go around now. You know, you'd nearly be finished by now.
Yeah.
How do you think that's going to be marked if you haven't covered about how to judge when to go and...
Yeah, I know. So what, even if there was no cars coming then, would I still educate then?
If I drive out the test centre on my par 3 tomorrow...
Yeah.
And I saw nobody behind me...
Yeah.
And I was sitting where you were sitting...
Yeah.
Which is the hot seat, yeah?
Yeah.
I would make good use of that time. Yeah?
Yeah.
I would make sure that he's got the speed right.
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, I'll try and make sure he gets the mirrors and signalling first, yeah? I would definitely concentrate on the fact that he's got the speed right, so I've got control of him.
Yeah.
And I would definitely make sure that he doesn't shoot over the white line, yeah?
Yeah.
Which on 2 junctions I did, yeah?
Yeah.
And you didn't even
But
realise
it must be... I can't see from here.
Well, you showed me some really good pictures earlier on.
Yeah. But then I can't see from the driver's side, from where you are, because there's obviously sometimes some of the angles that you're going in, it looks okay underneath that door mirror. I don't know if you're... It doesn't look like you've encroached, it looks like you bang on.
Yeah, and then you said to me, nudge forward a bit.
Yeah.
I said to my wife once, I said, any chance of a bit of dinner?
Yeah.
You know what she gave me? Half a slice of dried toast.
Yeah?
That'll teach me to ask for a bit of dinner, won't it?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Nudge forward.
Yeah. You certainly didn't nudge forward coming out of there at the end.
Yeah, the only time we should be nudging is when we get hit from behind, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want me to drive forward slowly?
Yeah. And I'll tell you when to stop.
And you tell me when to stop, yeah? Yeah, you're kind of expecting me just to play ball with you and just to go forward and stop in the exact position. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, it's going to make our way down to the end of the road. You can see from here what it is, yeah?
Yeah.
And we're going to turn right.
Yeah, okay. We're going to turn right at the end of the road, which is a T-junction, Tony. So we're going to start that routine. So mirrors. Which mirrors are you going to check, Tony?
Oh, middle.
Yep.
Right.
Okay. Pop signal on about now.
Yeah.
Okay, and don't forget on this one we need to control our speed, so we're going to take you... It's fine where you are at the moment. We're going to try and slow down to 5 miles an hour.
Now.
No, just cover the brake. That's good where you started. Can you move the car 5 minutes towards you? 5 minutes towards you? Yeah.
I don't know what 5 minutes is.
Right, if you stop there.
I'll check.
I
see what you mean now, yeah.
Yeah, okay, right. Got a cyclist there, so stop. That's it, good. Right, okay, Tony, I'll tell you when to stop. Put it into first, please, quickly. Okay, now we're just going to creep till that white line.
You want me to get outside the car and creep?
No. Right, if you take it forward really slowly, Tony, that's it. Now, if you stop there. Okay? Where does that white line cut into your right door mirror?
Just before the door mirror.
Okay, so that's a good positioning. That is the reference point. Does that work for you? Will you remember that maybe on the next one to make sure we're not encroaching the new road?
Not encroaching.
Yeah, so we're not you know, partially in the new road, in the path of other cars. It's very important because we could create them to slow, stop, swear, or and you know, just generally, or they could crash into us. So okay, right, okay, so we can make the turn now then, Tony. So which way? You can see it's clear, can't we? So
yeah, I think it is.
Yeah. Look the way you're going. Look right. That's it. Straight ahead. Straight ahead. Straight ahead. Look.
It was clear there, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was clear.
You did look, didn't you?
Yeah, I did look, and you did as well. But you should always look in the direction you're steering.
And turning left.
Right, and turning left here, please, Tony. So remember the routine, because you're really good at these. It's exactly the same for the T-junctions.
Oh, I'm certainly losing my confidence now. Yeah. We should come back and do approaching again, I think. Fred gave me 10 out of 10 last week for approaching.
Did he? Yeah.
I think he was lying. Next on the left.
Next on the left, please, Tony. Brilliant.
Appropriate speed. Look into the road.
Excellent. We're done. Reference point sorted for not moving too far across the giveaway line. Yeah. Oh, was you happy with that, or it meant underneath the?
Sounds like my wife. She tells me things.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
You're going to do this. You're going to do that.
She's right, bossy.
Were you asking me, or were you
no,
telling me?
I'm going to ask you on the next one.
Other side of the bend. We're going to turn left.
Other side of the bend. We're going to turn left. Please, Tony. Okay, right, T-junction. So mirrors. Which mirrors?
Oh, middle and left.
Yeah, well done. Signal.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, right. Speed. Now we're going to take it down to about 5 miles an hour.
5.
Cover your brake.
Yeah.
Cover your brake. Now put it into first, Tony, because it's important we get the right gear. Okay, stop there. Where does that line cut into the right door mirror?
Oh, I've gone over it again. Look, it's appearing in there.
Is it?
Yeah.
It should. Okay, so if you've gone over it, then Tony. Right.
Shall I go?
No, don't go yet. Don't go yet. Not till you're happy that you've done all the observations. So, right. So, how we would judge this, Tony, because we're going into the path of that car. So we need to. You need to be able to. You need to be able to walk across and walk back again.
Just tell me where to look and when to go.
All right then. So if you look right, left, right, and then ahead, Tony. We can see it's clear.
Ahead, yeah.
Yeah. Then we can see it's clear. That's it. Just mind that steering, yeah.
Well, I was looking ahead.
Further down, yeah. Well, you need to look the way that your eyes will follow your hands. So you mustn't make that emerge until you're looking in the direction of the windscreen.
Next on the left.
Next on the left, please, Tony.
Shall I do this on my own?
Yeah, I'm gonna. Are you okay for me to give you responsibilities?
Well, for approaching, Fred gave me 10 out of 10 last week.
Yeah. I'll give you 10 out of 10 as well, to be honest. Approaching, just your T-junctions nearly. See what you did there with the road positioning? Yeah, about a metre from the curb, wasn't it? It was perfect.
I followed it round.
Yeah, exactly, which is what we do, and it's exactly the same for emerging at T-junctions.
And turning right.
And turning right here, please, Tony.
I'm trying to think of the reasons why I followed it round there.
Because you'll... Yeah.
I'm sure I know.
Yeah. Okay, then what are the reasons why you follow that code? Why is it important to get that metre or so distance?
Because if you turn too early, it will put the alloy over the curb, damage the alloy or hit a pedestrian. Yeah. And if you turn too late, you could end up in the middle of the road.
Exactly that. And there's also the fact the back of the car slightly cuts in when you do make that left-hand turn, so you've got to allow for that. Or you could go over the curb with your back wheels at least.
And if you get me to find a safe place stop.
Right, okay then, Tony. If you can find somewhere safe, legal and convenient to stop, try to avoid the drives. That's it, this grass verge.
Oh, I know what safe is.
Yeah, okay. I don't know when you're tricking me, when not.
Eh?
I don't know when you're tricking me, when.
Yeah, that's half the problem, isn't it? You got yourself a right tizzy there, didn't you? Sorry? when you were watching the videos? Were you watching Cornwall Street at the same time?
You don't want to know what I was watching, mate.
No. Yeah, it's all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, nearly every one of those junctions I was over the white
Yeah, see,
line,
I'm struggling to see the it looks fine from
Right?
where I am. My
Look, we got it right twice. Yeah. And I gave you the right answers twice. Yeah, it looks like it's just before the door mirror. Yeah.
yeah.
If you'd have said to me on that last one, yeah, because I did give you a great big lifeline, because you said I want you to deal with this with stopping in the right place the next time. That's not the way to deal with a pupil. What's client-centered learning about that? I said to you, you know, my wife tells me to jump, I jump. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have said to me, are you okay, or would you like to attempt to stop at the giveaway line on your own on the next one?
Yeah.
Then listen to my answer.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It just that it was just different positioning from the front. It was from the front and from the left and the right at some points. I don't know how.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't got a clue how to judge. Judge when to go. I haven't really got much idea where to look either.
Yeah.
Right, left, right, and ahead.
Yeah, and you'd also scan the front windscreen as well, don't you?
Yeah, but when I come out that last emerge to turn left,
Yeah.
onto a main road,
Yeah.
I was looking into the window of the house opposite, because that's where you told me to look.
Yeah.
Ahead. Where should I have been looking?
Left, ahead, right.
Yeah,
Ahead,
you never put your car where your brains in your eyes haven't been, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I thought I was heading over that driveway.
Yeah. About the 5 minutes, you said I don't know what 5 minutes is, because that would have usually been covered on a cockpit trail, or starting and stopping, wouldn't it?
I don't go for 5 minutes and
Huh?
don't use it.
No.
No.
Right.
Moving on and stopping. If you use to start off with, steer to you, that's enough.
Yeah.
Steer to me, that's enough. Now straighten up. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you never checked with me that I understand that we're going to use the steering wheel as a face of a clock.
Yeah. What beforehand, so that needs to be mentioned. Yeah.
There was no way I was going to roll over with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I gave you a big clue that I did. Even though I didn't understand it. Right, we'll let you have a break for a bit, and then we'll come back and do this again after having a chat off camera. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, I'm just going to get the cameras a pause. So
Alright, no worries.
don't say he's going to get you hung, arrested, or shot.